What is up guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out a game that a lot of you guys asked me to check out, and that is a brand new game called World War Legion. It's a new free-to-play World War II first-person shooter from Alpha Bravo. Yeah, the same guys behind Combat Masters. So I spent a few hours playing this one, and I'll cover the intro and how it stacks up against Combat Masters, the gameplay, the mods, weapons, progression, monetization, and ultimately answer the question, is it worth your time in 2025? So let's jump right into it. Alright, I'm sure most of you guys are very familiar with Combat Masters, another free-to-play first-person shooter that is extremely optimized for low-end PCs and laptops. And this game, World War Legion, it's also coming from the same developers. So that means basically if you like Combat Masters, you will instantly recognize the DNA here. The movement, hit feel, the weapons handling, the general sandbox flow feel extremely similar. And the developers basically took that Combat Master formula and reskinned it with World War II. The maps are very similar in size and layout. And also the game modes, you will find the typical stuff like deathmatch, team deathmatch, capture the flag, bomb defusal, and also arms race. And also the core progression system, the way that you unlock attachments and the camo grinds are structured in a very similar way as well. So this can be a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. Good thing is that it runs very well on any potato PC. So let's say if you have a very low-end computer or especially a laptop that doesn't come with a dedicated graphics card. So when it comes to free-to-play multiplayer games, there is not a lot of options that are available on the market that actually work on your system. But this can be bad because if you're looking for more of a fresh experience, something more unique, unfortunately you won't find it here. Gameplay wise, it's very fast paced, twitchy, and got that arcade yet satisfying gunplay. The recoil and the recoil control feel very similar if you played Combat Masters. Got that predictable spray patterns, quick TTK, and also short runs between engagement. The movement is also very fast paced and snappy as expected. Also you can slide around, bunny hop, do all those crazy stuff that people love to do in Call of Duty. It's honestly a game that is very easy to pick up and play, even if you're a beginner, if you're someone who never played first-person shooter games. There isn't a huge learning curve, you simply pick up a weapon and shoot them down. In terms of game mode, we got the usual suspect. You get quick objective modes, deathmatch, team deathmatch, and some variant with World War II flavor objectives. Nothing revolutionary, but serviceable for quick plays. The map design follow that Combat Master template, medium to small map that supports up to 10 players, but unfortunately at the moment the game is lacking in terms of map. Right now it's only have about 4 or 5 maps to play, which can get boring if you play the game for a few hours. In Combat Masters we got a pretty huge arsenal of weapons, but in this game, well, not so much, but you still find your bolt action rifles, SMGs, assault rifles, shotguns, and bunch of other gadgets, but at the moment they are somewhat limited. The weapon progression and the attachment unlock system works very similar. You simply play with the weapon, get kills, earn XP, and unlock attachments, then you can simply set up your loadout. There are whole loads of camos that you can grind and unlock. So if you're someone who loves this kind of grind, I'm not gonna lie, there are so much stuff to unlock in this game. In terms of customization, you got your typical weapon skins, character skins, soldier skins, and bunch of stuff that you can add to your profile like player cards. Very similar stuff that you find on any other free-to-play game nowadays. The overall monetization and the battle pass works exactly similar to Combat Masters. We got a separate in-game store that sells weapon bundles, character skins, premium coins, and of course there is a battle pass with both free and paid rewards at up to 50 levels. There is also a mode called Operation, which is basically a bunch of missions that you can complete in game, getting kills, getting headshots, stuff like that. Then it will reward you with some in-game currency, which you can ultimately exchange for some cosmetics. So thankfully there are no pay-to-win elements. These are all optional cosmetics, which is the way it should be in my opinion. But despite all that, the game is right now sitting on mixed reviews on Steam, and previously I remember it was mostly negative, and this is mainly because a lot of people who played the game, including myself, felt like this one is simply a copy and paste version of their previous game Combat Masters with a different World War II skin. And I've read some of the Steam reviews, and some people are kind of angry with the developers because instead of improving their current game Combat Masters, they kind of release a new game with the same formula, which I have to agree upon because Combat Masters still lacking some of the core features like voice chat, squad mode, and some very basic features, especially for the Battle Royale mode. So most of the people who played World War Legion feel like this is kind of a cash grab, basically the same game to sell some battle pass and cosmetics. So at the moment of recording this video, the game is have about 100 to 150 people playing on Steam, which is a lot less compared to Combat Masters, which already has a somewhat of a decent established concurrent play count. So ultimately answer the question, is it worth playing World War Legion in 2025? My answer, it's depending on what kind of a system you have right now. Now, you have to understand this type of game is built from the ground up to run on any type of potato PC with integrated graphics. So it is ideal to play if you have a low-end laptop, low-end PC, or even a mobile device. Any Android or iOS, the game should run buttery smoothly. And also, if you have such a low-end system, there is not a lot of options on the market. You're probably already playing Combat Masters, and now you have another alternative to spend some time on, something fresh and something fun to play. So if that's the case, I'm recommending this game to you, and I'm sure you're gonna enjoy this one just as Combat Masters. But if you have some sort of a good PC with good graphic card and looking for more of a competitive experience, there is a lot better options on the free-to-play market. The games like Arena Breakout Infinite, Delta Force, The Finals, even some of the upcoming games like the Battlefield 6 Battle Royale mode, it's going to be huge in terms of popularity and concurrent play count. Overall, provide you with a much better experience. But at the end of the day, the game is totally free to play. You don't have to pay anything to play it, and the download size is also around just a 1.5 GB or so. So just download, give it a try. Just don't expect too much going in. But I personally had fun playing this one, and I'm sure you're gonna enjoy this one as well. Well, there you have it, guys, a very quick breakdown on this brand new free-to-play game called World War Legion. A lot of you guys asked me to check this one out, and if you like this type of quick reviews on free-to-play games, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned to the channel as we cover pretty much all content related to free-to-play games. I will leave you guys with some gameplay, and I will catch you guys soon in the next one. Stay safe.